Huh? What is it now? Wasn't the game supposed to have started already?
Yeah, well, yes. But the junk press broke down, and we thought we'd use the time for a little tutorial.
Who thought that? I don't need no stinking tutorials.
So how are you going to fix the junk press?
Just watch me and learn.
Maybe you want to listen to what I have to say first?
But you don't have anything to say.
Oh, come on. It won't be long. Just point the cursor at me and left-click.
We'll see about that.
Hearty huzzah and welcome! It's that time again, as it seems. We have released another edition of our game, sporting a developer's commentary, and you're one of the proud buyers. And that's why I'm happy to tell some delicate details about our game. And in this case, the game is Deponia, the first part of the trilogy, and since you have a developer's commentary version, naturally you also own the other two parts. That was an impressively clever move on your part, and before we get right into the action, we have something special here. A little tutorial. I'm pretty certain you know how to play point-and-click adventures, so in case you don't, here we will show you the ropes in a comedic manner. I hope you have, in fact, fun, and as I didn't properly introduce myself, my name is Pokey, or Jan Müller-Michaelis. But let's stick with Pokey, just Pokey. You'll get to see my face a couple more times during the trilogy, or rather my comic alter ego. Because during the game I will grab my guitar to summarize the events with a cheerful huzzah on my lips, impersonating this hobo guy in the beginning of each chapter. And of course you can click me in almost every room and I will tell you something about Deponia's production, which lasted several years. Well, not quite as long as I'll keep talking, but almost. So enjoy.
Computer, talk to Wenzel.
You don't have to say that explicitly.
Who's talking to you?
Why, you are. You clicked on me.
Smarty pants. Just tell me what's wrong with the junk press. And stop wiggling your feet.
It's pressing only very gently now and doesn't really squish sufficiently.
Hey, every idiot can see that.
Well, why don't you present the tutorial then?
Okay, piece of cake. But first, I'll explain, how to look at an object.
I know that.
I see. And how?
I point my cursor at it and right-click when I see the eye icon.
Well, the theory is easy, but how about the actual practice?
Hey, this is your tutorial.
You're a cop-out, but be that as it may, I'll demonstrate. Do you see that little thingy on the floor over there? I will now use the tongue icon.
The eye icon.
Yeah, I will now click on it, thusly having a look at it, so you better watch closely.
I thought you wanted to have a look at that thing on the floor.
I can see it. It's lying there.
I mean, look more closely. You just point at it and right-click when the eye icon appears.
This is Wenzel, my sidekick, the eternal number 2. Yeah, I wanted to explain, how to look.
I know that.
Well, that was easy, but how to look at an...
I know that. I point...
Well, but the thing... How to look at...
I know that. I point my cursor at it.
Well, that was easy. How to talk to somebody.
You click on a character with the mouth icon.
No, you're completely wrong. I'm talking to you using the speech bubble icon. Everyone knows there's no mouth icon in this game, but there's a speech bubble icon to talk instead. Oh, and my favorite icon, the Rufus head icon for putting on, eating, and drinking things. If you can't even understand that, how am I ever going to be able to teach you how to end a dialogue?
You click on the last option in the options menu?
Ha! Completely wrong. What's that?
It's a cathode plunger.
Thanks for the input, Wenzel, but I recognize a hydro clamp duplexer when I see one. Too bad I can only look at it. A duplexer like that could be useful.
You can pick it up. You just have to point your cursor at it so the hand icon appears. If you left-click now, you'll pick it up.
There has to be an easier way.
If you say so. Didn't you want to pick that thing up? Just point at it, and as soon as the hand icon appears, just left-click.
Don't rush me.
Didn't you want to pick that thing up? Just point at it, and as soon...
Don't rush. Okay, I picked up the duplexer, but what am I supposed to do with it now?
You put it into your inventory. That's where all the items go. You picked up that object. Now you can open your inventory by simply clicking on the handle in the upper right-hand corner.
Hey, there it is!
Correct! This is your inventory.
Yeah, I knew that.
It's where you can see what you're carrying around. You still know how to do that, don't you?
Look, Wenzel, I'm almost done.
Impressive. But I mean that.
Huh, it fits.
Now you have to...
Hey, you don't have to spoon feed me. I'll manage the rest.
If you say so. Rufus, there's one more thing.
I told you I'd manage without your help. Now, all I have to do is press this button here, and right away...
Oh, how I love tutorials!
It's kind of pathetic, you get all erratic about dirty dishes congesting the sink. I'm tired of your bothers, remember our fathers that dwelled in a world filled with rubbish and stink. But when all hope was lost, someone raised from the dust. He was handsome and cunning, his haircut had style, courage was shining in his eyes as he said, screw you guys, mind your own business, I'm off now, goodbye.
Huzzah, he's off now, goodbye.
Junk. Junk. And more junk. A life of order and happiness. Oh, my bad. That was junk too. Well, that does it. I need to leave this dump. Fortunately, this time my plan is foolproof. This time everything will work out. Where did I put my list? Heck, I really have to get away from this junkyard. Blech. Nah, like always, there's only junk on TV. Ah, there's my list. Let's see. Seems like I've packed almost everything I need. All I need now are some provisions. A toothbrush, a pair of socks, and a bolt cutter. A bolt cutter? What the... Well, guess I must have had a reason to put it on the list. Whoa! What the toothbrush bailed out on me. Guess I should have kept it in a more germ-free environment. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it. Locked. Tony must have the key. Another note from Tony. What's she complaining about now? Will you please clean the bathroom for once? Yeah, right. In her dreams. Ugh, what gnat's piss? Ugh. Ah! Whoa, what's that? A guillotine so I won't enter her room? Whoa, that girl has issues. I honestly wonder why we were ever together at all. Stay out of my room. You have no business in there anymore. Who does Tony think she is? I've got better things to do than rummage through her drawers. No, I haven't finished packing yet. Nope. The corner once was a good hiding place, but that's the first place Tony'll look. It's mocking me. Yeah? Well, just you wait. Ugh, what gnat's piss. Ugh. Do the dishes already. They won't do themselves. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll take that chance. You scoffed all the food yet again, and I keep finding your crap in the fridge. What the hell's wrong with you? Huh? I don't understand the question. All I need now are some provisions. All that's missing, all that's missing, all that's missing. I'll have a quick look, see if I can find something useful in the pockets. Hey, there really was something in there. A sock. Cool. Well, I think that's all. Should be enough. Seems there are still some wasabi peas in there. But without something to put them into, I'm not collecting them. You're not supposed to eat on the sofa. I keep finding leftovers in it. Huh? Well, isn't that a good thing? Oh, cold. Huh, not a chance. The handle is missing and I can't get my fingers into the cracks. It can't be opened since the handle's gone. Tony was pissed off, but I needed it to secure the door of my matter transporter. I mean, the device was unstable enough without flies going in and out. Ouch! I'm not sticking my hand in there again! It's mocking me. Yeah, would you just... Nah, I don't think this'll work without the right bait. There's nothing left to catch here. The mouse skedaddled long ago, which doesn't mean that its plan was better than mine. Why would I want to clean in there? It's dark anyway. My father left me a trunk before he left me. I don't want to open it. I don't want to be disappointed yet again. My father left before he left. I don't want to be disappointed. What's this? A sock? That explains why I've had such cheesy dreams. Why would I want to clean in there? It's dark anyway. It's mocking. Yeah. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better I think I can find a better place. The fresh water supply for it. Nope. The corner once was a good hiding, but that's the first... Ooh, cold. But without... It already has plenty of oil stains. Seems there are still... But without something to put the... No, I haven't finished packing yet. The mouse skedaddled long ago. I'm not sticking my... No, I haven't finished packing yet. Locked. Tony must have the key. Well, those are 2 socks, all right, but I need a pair. I don't want to show up in Elysium dressed like an idiot. That's pretty weird. She didn't say either. I must have Well, but I need a pair. I don't want to show... Nope. It been there, done that. Nope. It been there, done that. I don't like clean tools. They always give the impression that I haven't worked hard enough. There's nothing left to catch here. The mouse skedaddle, which doesn't mean that it's Why would I want to clean in there? It's dark anyway. It's muck. Yeah. All that's missing is a bolt. Adding oil to the flames is bad. Nope, it doesn't taste good. Been there, done that. I don't see why I mean, Tony has much more. I don't like clean tools. This detergent is... Yeah. What for? I haven't even... The oil is... Seems there are still some wasabi peas, but without something to put them in. Blech. What gnat's piss?
Okay, and here we are in the first room, right in the beginning of the game. Here we will, of course, meet Rufus. Well, then again, I'd like you to play that part yourself and won't spoil too much. The beginning of Deponia is rather classic. That means a lot of the information about Rufus comes from trying things yourself through interaction, and there's a lot of that. Not an easy feat, I might add. By now, in the late installments, the introduction is much smoother for your convenience, but this one's more like Edna&Harvey, where you are supposed to puzzle and guess your way through the intro. And since you already clicked the developer's commentary, I'm glad to tell you that we actually convinced Rufus to come over to our studio. Hello, Rufus!
Hey, Pokey, great to be here.
Yeah, the screen must really be a trip down nostalgia lane for you. But as I said, let the players figure out where they ended up and what to do, so I'll ask you something completely different. You were voiced by Carrie Shale for this game. Do you think that he's a good choice for this very, very, very important task?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd ask. Well, first things first, I've known Carrie for quite some time. We're kind of friends. And I think he's okay with me saying this. In fact, personally, I'm very fond of him. We've been through a lot. We got to know each other when I returned from Algeria. I had some bad luck there. I don't want to go into it. And then we both rode that train in Switzerland. And again, don't want to go into that. But is he the right choice for the role? Yeah, he's great. I don't want to comment any further.
With a great role comes great responsibility, right? And great is just the right word for the challenge to interpret your work of a lifetime as a voice actor, isn't it?
Well, Chaplin always dreamed about making a Napoleon film. Eventually he didn't, but as you can't actually represent Napoleon, only replace him. And this situation is quite similar. At least I already got one sock, but I need a pair. I don't want to show up in Elysium dressed like an idiot. At least I already, but I need a pair. I don't want to show... At least I, but I need a... I don't want to show... Well, those are two socks, but I need a pair. I don't want to show up... Well, but I need a pair. I don't want to show up in Elysium dressed like... All I need now are the bolt cutter, for whatever reason, the toothbrush, and that's it! Nah, like always, there's only junk. Nah. Huh, my old escape plans. Some of them weren't half bad. Oh, my father left me. Besides alone was this stupid wooden trunk. Then he left Deponia without me. My father left me a trunk before he left me. I don't want to open it. I don't want to be disappointed yet. Blech. What gnat's piss? Ugh. Tony says it's my turn to clean the bath. Now that's just I've been waiting. Tony says it's my turn to... Now that I've been... Tony says... Now that I've been waiting... I may not be an expert, but I'm sure I need a hot wash. Too bad there's no boiling water. I think the pot goes on the hot plate. Well, I've seen Tony doing it that way. Ooh, cold. I need something flammable to start the fire. Burn the note. Not a bad idea. All I need is an appropriate fireplace, and we're on. In you go. Ouch! Damn it! That's hot! Ouch! Damn it! That's hot! I think I can find a better place for used oil. The fresh water supply, for instance. Let's get rid of this thing. What nat? The drinking water is so brackish that things get cleaner by not washing them. Hey, this still needs some oil. Damn. I doubt if I'll find anything appetizing back there. Seems... I guess these will make good provisions for the journey. Well, I think that's all. Should be enough. Ouch! Damn it! Well, nothing to fork yet. If you don't do everything yourself. I may not be an expert, but I'm sure I need a hot wash. I wonder if it's still hot. Ouch! Damn it! Ouch! Damn it! That's hot! Whoa, look at that! The sock changed color. Who would have thought it? But where's the other one? Clear case of subtractive color mixing. And Tony keeps complaining that I don't do... Ouch! Damn it! That's hot! Blech. I wonder if it's still... Ouch! Damn it! No way! It was hard enough to find 2 matching socks in the first place. No way! It was... I'd rather not. I'd rather not. What? I just lost... No way! It was hard... There's nothing left to catch here. The mouse, which doesn't... What for? I haven't even... What for? I haven't even... There's nothing left to... The mouse, which doesn't need... Nah, I don't think this will work without the right bait. There's nothing left to... The mouse, which doesn't... Now the little bugger's in for a surprise. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Ha! Gotcha! Ha! Gotcha! I'll make you suffer the next time I brush my teeth. It's seen better. This doesn't have to be cleaned yet. That's what I've been telling Tony for months. The toothbrush is there for cleaning, not for being cleaned. This doesn't have to be cleaned yet. All that's missing is a bolt. Socks? Check. I should use my provisions wisely. It'll be a long journey. A bolt cutter is a pretty useless... Why did I plan... It's seen better... No, I haven't finished packing yet. Socks? Check. Provisions? Check. No, I haven't finished packing yet. Bolt cutter, for whatever reason. Check. This would make a fabulous all-round tool. Nah, who needs that's... Toothbrush. Check. Ha! Seems like I've packed everything. Oh, I can't close it anymore. Oh, seems like I've got to unpack something. But what? I'll never be able to close the suitcase with a monster like that in there. I mean, I won't need a bolt cutter where I'm going. I wonder why it was on the list in the first place. Now it sits. Packed and ready to go. I think I just strained something.
Hey, Rufus, you should save your energy for the unavoidable drop into the abyss.
Yeah, thanks, Wenzel. You can save your sarcasm for someone less well-prepared than me. This time, I took everything into account. It'll be a stroll in the park.
Ah, that's what you said last time. It took us days to remove the cactus spikes from your butt, remember?
That's all toxic runoff under the bridge. This time, everything will work out. And when finally an Elysian orbit pixie massages my back, I'll ask her to pause for a minute so I can laugh about you.
Whatever. But say, can I have your stuff when you're gone?
Yeah, sure, help yourself. As if anything on this dump is valuable. It's time for me to leave all this behind.
Great. I hope you remember to calibrate the harpoon.
I'll do that later, after I've stored everything in the pod.
Well, then hurry up. Well, you know that the Organon are always on time.
So, after we've puzzled through the first hurdles of packing a suitcase, we can now play Rufus' first escape attempt towards Elysium, leaving behind this heap forever. Yeah, well, the weather forecast spent us over in that one. We were told there would be rain in this scene, and as a matter of fact, I always planned this scene to take place in the rain. I actually also found an old character design of Tony standing in a puddle on the screen, wearing a heavy raincoat. The smoke she always has in the corner of her mouth is just as soaked as she is, all dripping and bent. And by the way, Tony's character is roughly inspired by Doris Day. The more you know.
Hey, Wenzel.
What's up?
Any signs of the Organon yet?
Nope, but they'll be here. The Organon are always on time. It's no accident that we set the town hall clock by them.
What else do you know about the Organon?
Just as little as you.
So that's really nothing.
Exactly. Their motives are as unclear as our water. Good thing they leave us alone.
Do you also think there are boundless riches in Elysium?
Don't know. I'm happy with what I got.
Yeah, but I will have so much more. Aw, poor Wenzel. And do you also think That no one has to work in Elysium?
Just a moment. You're not even working now.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm meant to be up there. And don't you think the Elysian women are the most beautiful of all?
I've never really understood why Tony and you aren't together anymore.
Yeah, well, that's why you'll be rotting in this forsaken hole forever. I deserve better than having to listen to lectures about my laziness and my unreliability all the time. About the plan.
Are there any problems?
Problems? No. The plan is perfect. But the suitcase doesn't fit into the pod.
So you didn't think of adding some storage space?
Of course I thought of it, but
So what's the problem?
I already told you. There is no problem. The plan is perfect.
And who am I to contradict you?
No one.
Anything else?
Now, what happens when I've got the pod ready?
We wait for the Organon cruiser. As soon as it's here, you light the fuse and jump into the cockpit. You have calibrated the harpoon, right?
Not yet, but there'll be plenty of time for that.
If you say so.
All right. Pack, calibrate, light fuse, and I'll launch myself into the upper spheres.
Well, at least there's a chance that the magnet will hit the cruiser. But
No buts. This time, everything will work. I'll show you. I'll show everybody.
it will be a spectacle, no doubt. Any other problems?
This time, it'll work out. I just know it.
Sure, Rufus, of course.
No problems. Why?
Of course not! Of course! How could I ever think such a thing?
See you later, Wenzel. You've always been a loyal companion. My friend. My helper. My sidekick.
I was your sidekick? I always thought you were my sidekick.
What? I guess you're probably sad that you can't come along, but let's not get sentimental.
No fear of that. At least you promised me all your stuff.
A small consolation for such an enormous loss. I'll go back to work then.
You better do that. You haven't got much time left.
There. Now where shall I put it? There's no room there. The storage space is closed. There. And now? There we go. I just got that from there. I'd rather not. If I remove the seat, it might just fit, but how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where shall I sit? No problem. Oh, crap. It's screwed tight. I might be able to do without this. But how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, but how's it going to be attached? And more important, this isn't much use now, I guess. I just got that. I'd rather not. But how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where... I'll have to prepare the escape pod first. I want to be better prepared this time. This isn't much use. Never! And Tony is not gonna mend. This would make a fabulous... Nah, who needs fabulous? That's for... There's nothing that needs to be screwed here. There's nothing that needs to be... Boy, it's attached firmly. Boy, it's attached... But how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where shall I sit? Hey, Wenzel.
What's up?
About the plan.
Are there any
Problems? No, the plan. Where shall I put the battery?
Couldn't you have thought of building a compartment or something before?
I had other things on my mind, okay?
You slept through the whole afternoon while I assembled the telescope.
Well, I have to feel rested when I get to Elysium.
Of course you have. Anything else?
No problems.
Of course.
I'll go...
You haven't got...
I just got that from there. I just got that from there. But how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where shall I sit? This isn't much use now, I guess. This isn't much... This won't fit in there. This isn't much use now, I guess. Never! My inventory... And Tony is not... Boy, it's attached firmly. Boy, it's attached firmly. That's where the seat was attached. I'll need some kind of replacement. But how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where shall I sit? Boy, it's attached firmly. My father left before. I don't want to be... This isn't much use now. This would make a fabulous all-round tool. Nah, that's for... Never! My inventory... And Tony is not going to mend...
What's up?
About the plan.
Are there any
Problem? No, the plan. Where shall I put...
Couldn't you have
I had other things...
You slept through the whole...
Well, I have...
Of... Anything else?
No problem.
Oh, of course.
I'll go back.
You better do. You haven't got...
I'll have to prepare the escape. I'll have to prepare the... That's where the seat was. I'll need some kind of... I just got that from there. I'd rather not. Nah, he can't help me with that. He's too clumsy and stupid. He'll have a hard time without a good friend like me. But how's it going to be attached? And more Boy, it's attached firmly. Boy, it's attached. And a sensor. I've been working on this for it must have been since months. There. Now where shall I put it? There. That's where the seat was attached. I'll need some kind. That's where the seat was attached. I'll need some kind. There's nothing that needs to be. There's nothing that needs to be. There's nothing that needs to be screwed here. Nah, he can't help. He's too clumsy and stupid. He'll have a hard time. Yeah, there are loose nuts, but Yeah, there are loose nuts. This would make a fabulous all-round tool. Nah, who needs that? I've welded this thing long. Oh. Okay, I should I've welded. Nah, he can't. He's too. And he'll have a. Boy, it's attached firmly. I've welded this thing long enough now. But how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where shall I sit? This isn't much use. This isn't much use. This won't fit in there in a... Nah, he can't help. He's and stupid. He'll have a hard time. Well, I think that's all should be enough. Let's get rid of this thing. Ouch! Damn, that's hot! I'm not sticking my... I don't like clean... Yeah, there are loose... Yeah, there... Yeah, there are... I don't... I can't do that to the mouse. That'd be... I don't like... They'll... I've given up trying to open the trunk. I don't even want to know what... That won't enhance the view one bit. Luckily, I'm a gifted lockpicker. Damn, that would have been a piece of cake with the right tool. Luckily, I'm a gifted lock... Damn. Locked. Tony must have the key. Luckily, I'm a gift... Damn, that would have been... Yeah, there are loose nuts, but... Yeah, there are loose... I don't like clean tools. They'll... It already has plenty of... I don't like... I don't usually give a damn about... But no... Yeah, there are loose nuts. I don't like... I'd rather not. I don't like clean... Yeah, there are loose... Yeah, there are loose nuts, but that's okay. Filling the fridge is Tony's job. My job is to make sure that there's always enough room. I'm not supposed to do the dishes with this anymore. That's why I won't do them at all. I rest my case. My things aren't prone to material fatigue. It's already lit. And Tony keeps complaining. The good old... Too bad I've had them... Well, I think that's all. Should be enough. Ouch! Damn it! That's hot! Yeah, there are loose nuts, but that's a... Blech. What? Blech.